here in the stadium in Los Angeles. There's a fair few cyclists' caps as well from the Belgian fans. You can tell exactly who they are. Those Belgian cycling caps all over the place. Of a headwear like the Croatian fans and their water polo hats. Well, the Belgians aren't too far off them with the cycling hat craze. It's the captain Rodri with that shirt tucked in tight, captain's armband around that left arm. Short now towards Dani Olmo, still inside of their own half. Spain aiming for patience, but Belgium at the moment quick to try and pounce on any loose passing. And it is warm here in Los Angeles as well. It's been a hot day of it. It's been a hot tournament of it as well in Los Angeles. Very rarely does the sun ever get replaced by the rain in this city. As Spain look to play a ball up towards the Belgian penalty area, but the Belgian defence again intercepting, but that one is given away as Lamine Yamal has a shot off the edge of the area and just going wide, claiming that it came off a Belgian foot last, looking to Michael Oliver to change it to a corner instead of a goal kick. But Lamine Yamal there given a yard or two of space to try and find a shot. Just one look up with that left foot of his, claiming that it might have come off the knee. I think it might have been a Van Aken. But Michael Oliver thinking otherwise. It is a goal kick as the captain De Bruyne now carries the ball out to the left-hand side towards De Kuiper. Still inside of their own half. Ball into the dead centre of the park towards Rasken. De Bruyne sending a ball upfield for De Catalara, but a big interception in the way there by Pedro Porro. It's De Bruyne, the last remaining few of that golden generation of 2018 in particular, and that's a poor pass laid up by Jeremy Doku, far too far ahead of De Bruyne, going out for a cheap throw-in for the Spanish midway inside their own half on this nearer channel. We are not too far away from the midway point of this first half, which means that the much criticised hydration break will soon be coming into full effect. This live audio coverage, goalless between Spain and Belgium in this quarter-final, with the game also on your live broadcasting channels. So do tune in wherever you are. The live audio service of this quarter-final clash that so far has been played at a relatively slow pace. Two sets of teams who have yet to be truly tested by a behemoth, maybe coming up to one another to give each other their first real test of the tournament. But Lamine Yamal jinking the ball away from De Kuiper, looking to the referee for some sort of foul assistance, but Michael Oliver thinking otherwise as the Belgians look to come themselves, with Doku slowly bringing the ball up towards the halfway line on this nearer channel before being cut back towards Rasken. Rasken, crossfield ball up the right, but far too far ahead of Castagna instead. And that one goes out for a Spanish throw-in towards Cucurella, as the referee now does look to signal the hydration break, which I, for one, I'm not going to deny. I'll be relatively pleased to see it go. You do understand it on days like this in particular. It is warm in Los Angeles at the moment, and it's been a warm day of it as well. 26 degrees so far with high humidity. I'm sure those on the beaches not too far from here as well are having a fantastic Friday of it. But these stadiums, well, they do have the mod cons of air conditioning. Arlington, Texas has that, as does the stadium in Atlanta, and of course here. So a lot of people feeling that these hydration breaks, they're definitely not needed, but everyone very certain they know why they are being implemented. It is almost broken up into quarters now, games this summer. Given the hydration break always at its around 3-minute mark, and a chance for both managers doing exactly what they are doing now, bringing their team into big huddles to try and figure out next steps. But for Spain, well, the fact they're even at this stage, this is a position they haven't faced since winning the tournament in South Africa in 2010. Their victory against the Austrians in that round of 32 was their first victory in the knockout stages of the tournament. Well, for the Belgians, this is the first time they've made the quarter-final since 2018. And in that one, they got past the Brazilians 2-1 to head to the semi-final. But this is not the first time that these two have faced each other in a quarter-final of the big one in the summer. In fact, the last time they met was in the tournament of 1986 in Mexico. That one a 1-1 draw, going all the way to penalties, where Belgium progressed forward in that and faced the semi-final. Belgium's goalkeeper Jean-Marie Pfaff saving the second penalty from Spain's Jose Elo. But the Spanish certainly have the upper advantage on the head-to-head statistics. 12 wins to Belgium's 5 in 22 meetings. So Spain certainly know a thing or two about getting past the Red Devils. But at this stage of the tournament, the Belgians do have the better record, and they will be looking to replicate from 40 years ago, almost to the day as well. Very different setting though, that one in Mexico, not too far from here. With Mexico now no longer hosting any more games for the tournament, and play will resume then with a Cucurella throw-in just inside of his own half on the further side of the field, as Michael Oliver now allows play to continue after the hydration break. So many goals in recent games for Belgium. 5-1, 3-2, 4-1 victories. Spain's most emphatic victory, a 4-0 victory against the Saudis in their group. Oyarzabal with the double. There's a ball now played long up this near right-hand side for Spain to get onto. Lamine Yamal with a heavy touch towards Doku, but heading the ball out for a throw-in that Porro throws quickly back towards Kubasi. The 1-1 back towards the young Barcelona man, 19 years of age. Unai Simon still yet to be truly tested in this game. The only real chance of any sort of note, the one for Lamine Yamal. It went a couple of yards wide of Thibaut Courtois' goal. Long ball pumped up this right-hand side, and Courtois is going to allow that one to bounce all the way into his box, gathering up before Oyarzabal can get too close for comfort. De Kuyper back instead towards Michel. 55% possession for the Spanish in the game so far, but the Belgians seemingly look to be a little more intent when getting on the ball, especially on the ball now with Jeremy Doku looking to jink away from the three surrounding Spanish shirts, but straight towards Lamine Yamal, who gives it away immediately. And neither side able to string together any form of dangerous passes in the opposition third. And that seems to be the way that this game has been going so far, as Cucurella now carries the ball up the left-hand side, midway in towards the Belgian half, cutting back toward Fabian Ruiz, finding his fellow central midfielder and captain Rodri before laying the ball off towards Kubasi. Midway into the Belgian half, playing the ball along the deck to the right-hand side towards the dangerous Yamal. Ball outside of the foot, in towards the goal, but Courtois comes to gather that up before Oyarzabal can get there. As they look to roll the ball out quickly enough, Castagna carrying the ball up the right-hand side, surrounded by players in Spanish red, bundled to the ground, and Michael Oliver will now bring that for a free kick. Alex Baena just nudging the fullback firmly in the back, the Fulham man. As Belgium get us back out of the way with a short free kick laid back towards their centre-back pairing of Ngoy and Michel. Played out to the right towards Doku, 5 yards inside of the Spanish half, laid up instead the ball as they look to build with Vanaken, played towards Doku, stepping over, always looking to take on the nearest defender to him. Raskin on the deck, played out to the right towards Castagna, 1-2 back towards the Fulham man, as Ngoy now has the ball. The Spanish dropping deepest they have done so far in this game. The Belgians always holding players deep, very rarely looking to push as many players as they can upfield. But the Belgians so far with their longest spell on the ball, and as you say that, Kevin De Bruyne pumps a long ball upfield to the right where De Ketelaere was in yards of an offside position, and rolls out towards Unai Simon instead, the Athletic Club man, still yet to concede in this tournament. Nearly 5.5 games without a goal conceded as Porro plays the ball towards Dani Olmo, save from Courtois, fleet up in the box, and Fabian Ruiz plays the ball in towards the back of the Belgian net. Celebration underway as Fabian Ruiz tucks the ball under his shirt, sucking his thumb, and the Spanish fans in pure jubilation, as if either side was going to be the one to take the lead. It always looked like it was going to be the Spanish. And Courtois just parrying the ball right to the path of Fabian Ruiz, who tucked the ball into the back of the Belgian net. But Pedro Porro with an excellent piece of play up the right hand side. Yamal laying a ball up first time, Porro in towards Olmo. Olmo's first time effort saved by Courtois. But the right hand of Courtois finding the right foot of Fabian Ruiz. And on the half an hour mark, it's Spain 1, Belgium 0. Just catching underneath the body there of Castagna, trying to do last gasp defensive duties. As Fabian Ruiz on the 30th minute gives the Spanish the lead. And it is 1-0 then to Spain, as they have penciled themselves into a potential semi-final with France next week in Texas. Excellent finish as well there from Fabian Ruiz, the composure. Dani Olmo not quite cleanly catching the ball enough. Expecting almost more of him when the ball was laid off to him by Courtois. And so on the half an hour mark here in Los Angeles in the quarter-final, it's Spain 1, Belgium 0. Ruiz with the goal. The PSG man. Luis de la Fuente insists is a silent world-class midfielder. An injury hit 2026 with Paris Saint-Germain. 2 goals and 5 assists across all competitions last year for him. And Fabian Ruiz there now with his 7th goal in Spanish duty. Commanding in the middle, he has been alongside of Rodri in this tournament. As the Spanish look to showcase the world that they are not just allowed to talk about the French. The Spanish have got to be put into that conversation as well. As we are back underway, Belgium currently down to 10 men at the moment. Just receiving treatment on the further side of the field as Rodri chips a ball up to the left hand side of Belgium's half, midway inside towards Baena. Big interception though in the end, as it goes out for a Spanish throw-in. Thrown back towards the halfway line, carrying the ball across now is Rodri, squared towards Pedro Porro. Porro in yards of space midway inside of the Belgian half. The Belgians, who were sharp to shut down on any Spanish press early on. As it currently stands, sitting off a little bit more, reassessing the situation. Now they find themselves a goal down against the side, almost joint level favourites with the French before the tournament began. The Belgians 45-1. But the way this is going, those odds might have increased as Lamine Yamal keeps the ball alive, right side of the area. Rodri dinking the ball in towards the boxes, and Goy heads the ball away from danger. Still the Spanish threat continues to come. Pedro Porro laid back towards Kubasi. Finding Lamine Yamal turning on a dime. Excellent footwork from Lamine Yamal off the edge of the D, brought down from Doku, and it is going to be a free kick for Spain right on the edge of the D. Doku just going through the back of Yamal, jinking away. Beautiful footwork from the young man. Just wonderful composure, close control. Doku bundling down through the back. And this is a free kick in a position of some danger here, where Spain, they can play their cards right. They might find themselves an extra goal ahead and really cement their place in planning preparations for next Tuesday against France. And what would be an absolute blockbuster semi-final in Arlington, Texas. So there's a number of players currently stood over the ball. Dani Olmo, Oyarzabal and Lamine Yamal. But it looks like it's going to be Lamine Yamal potentially to be the one, as Oyarzabal is currently going through the director's duties, putting that 3-man Spanish wall ahead of the 4-man Belgian wall with the draft excluder included laying down underneath. Baena runs over, leaving for Yamal, left footed from Yamal, saved by Courtois, parried into a dangerous position, but the Belgians clear the ball away. It was well struck, but very central there from Lamine Yamal, and the Spanish do win themselves a corner in the process. It was a well struck ball from Lamine Yamal, low around the wall, but far too central for Courtois to give him anything to consider of any form of danger. But it's going to be a corner taken on this near side. Alex Baena laying it short, played up towards the goal scorer Fabian Ruiz, left footed across towards the edge of the D. Michael Oliver bundling down Dani Olmo, holds his head in his hands, and Michael Oliver, well, he can only hold his hands up in apology, smiling at the Spanish number 10. Oliver didn't see where he was as the ball was laid across to him, with the player and the referee coming together. Michael Oliver, his 7th game in charge in this tournament, more than any English referee in history, ahead of Howard Webb, who has 6 under his name, and Arthur Ellis as well. Michael Oliver marking the occasion by getting right in front of Dani Olmo, who were breaking into a relatively dangerous position, the Spanish there. But alas, that was not quite meant to be in the end. But the drop ball played as Spain send the ball all the way back towards the centre circle. Laporte now on the ball, sending a long ball crossed up towards Baena, chest down in towards the box. Baena low, but a strong slide tackle down, and the referee now gestures for the free kick as there was a handball in the build-up. Baena thinks otherwise, but the Belgians were quick to say that a handball was put in the position. It did seem to come off the upper side of the arm of Alex Baena to bring the ball down in towards the penalty area. As we've got just under 10 minutes to go of the first half. Spain 1, Belgium 0. That goal on the 30th minute from Fabian Ruiz. The save from Thibaut Courtois, parrying the ball right into the path of Fabian Ruiz. And the Spanish making the pressure and the possession count for something at the moment. 65% of possession. They now have 6 shots, 3 of which on target, 1 of them finding the back of the net. Just 1 attempt on the goal for the Belgians, not near the target as well. Plenty to mull over for Rudy Garcia. If the Belgians look to have any form of a say in this game, they have been passengers up to this point. There's a long ball sent from Courtois towards the centre circle. De Ketelaere couldn't get there ahead of Laporte. De Ketelaere has been something of a shadow of himself in this first half. It wouldn't be too surprising if they brought on the highly experienced, strong unit that is Romelu Lukaku. 93 goals to his name. By far the highest goal scorer for Belgium in their history. As Olmo has the ball off the edge of the area, laid up for Oyarzabal with a cute flick back, but the Belgians get in the way as De Bruyne sends a ball up towards De Ketelaere with a heavy touch, giving the ball away poorly yet again. Charles De Ketelaere looking up to the roofed dome in frustration with that poor heavy touch from the Atlanta man. And Romelu Lukaku, 93 goals. His nearest possible player towards getting to his 93 goals is Kevin De Bruyne on 38. It shows the real gulf in how much they trust in Romelu Lukaku to be their goal scorer. 131 caps to his name. 93 goals, it's a remarkable record as De Ketelaere looks to wrestle away from Laporte up the further side of the field, going out for a throw-in. De Ketelaere bundled to the ground as he felt that Laporte held onto that for far too long. But the Belgians now with a throw-in, just a couple of yards off being level with the 18-yard area. A little bit of movement with the throw found short towards Van Aken, stepping in the last minute for Tielemans, injured before a ball was even kicked. Massive blow for the Belgians, that as well, losing Yuri Tielemans. He himself having a good tournament up to this point, as Pedro Porro now has the ball laid off short towards Lamine Yamal, midway inside of the Belgian half, coming in from the right towards the centre. Jeremy Doku shielding any sort of threat of getting progressively further forward, but Rodri now right footed across to the left side of the field towards Cucurella, laid into the centre of the Belgian half towards Dani Olmo. Lamine Yamal, one touch away, jinking into the box, low shot from Lamine Yamal, but a couple of yards wide of the near post and going out for a goal kick. Lamine Yamal is growing in confidence with every passing minute in this game. He's got an incredible turn of balance in his pace. It's not just the fact that he's quick off the foot, it's he takes a defender one way with dropping a shoulder and then just bounces in the other direction, sending Doku the wrong way there. But his shot just a yard or so wide of the near post of Courtois' goal. As De Ketelaere looks to head the ball on towards Kevin De Bruyne, heading towards Doku instead, carrying the ball underfoot towards the left side of the Spanish penalty area. Pedro Porro a yard ahead, shepherding away as Doku looks to play a ball low in towards the box, laid off towards the edge of the area towards Trossard, can't find a bit of open space and opportunity. Laid off towards the right towards Castagna, right-footed low, into the box, plaque towards Castagna again. As Trossard lays towards De Bruyne, one cute pass out towards Castagna, in towards the box, De Ketelaere! And there's the goal! There is the leveller, the first goal conceded by the Spanish in the tournament. And De Ketelaere there, who has been something of a shadow in this game, turns up on the 40th minute and heads the ball into the back of Unai Simon's goal with a wonderful piece of build-up play, close passing and control off the right edge of the box. And Castagna with a delightful ball played in towards De Ketelaere. And it's an excellently guided header as Unai Simon, for the first time in nearly 5.5 games, picks the ball out the back of his net. It was wonderful really in the whole build-up between De Bruyne, Trossard and Castagna. De Bruyne with a wonderful ball played up. And it was De Ketelaere just getting a header in front of Kubasi. Brilliant from the big, tall, towering man, 6'4". Unai Simon could only just reach out to his right-hand side and watch the ball bounce beyond him. And on the 40th minute, the Belgians have done something that Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay, Austria and Portugal failed to do. And breach the Spanish goal. It's 1-1 here, the same scoreline between these two in the quarter-final in 1986. That one did go all the way to penalties, which is of course a real possibility here. With the other two quarter-finals kicking off tomorrow, Norway versus England and Argentina versus Switzerland. The winner of those two facing each other on Wednesday, but France lying in wait after their 2-0 victory against Morocco. This live audio coverage here of this quarter-final from Los Angeles. Spain 1, Belgium 1. The game also available via your live broadcasting channels and stations, so do tune in there or continue to tune in here to this service where we really have got a game on our hands now. The Belgians breaching the Spanish goal, the first team to do so in this tournament, and now it's going to be interesting to see exactly how Spain deal with letting a goal go in as De Bruyne is bundled down by Kubasi, and Kubasi will receive a yellow card for his troubles for doing just that from Michael Oliver. So Kubasi, the first name to enter the referee Michael Oliver's book this afternoon. Holds his arms out wide. I don't think he's got too much to really moan about, as he clearly got his body right in front of the legs of the captain and pulled his shorts down in the process. Kevin De Bruyne, the now captain of the team, with Tielemans injured before a ball was even kicked. As the Belgians do play this free kick short. De Kuiper in towards Trossard, centre of the Spanish half. Ball outside of the foot, played up to the right hand side of the field towards the goal scorer now, De Ketelaere. He's got Castagna nearby, finding the man that assisted the ball in towards the box. As we are just a minute and a half away from the 45th minute and seeing how much time is going to be added on by the fourth official, Ramon Abate of Brazil. As Belgium look to keep the ball alive in Belgian shirts, playing a ball off of Alex Baena, and it's going to go out for a Belgian throw-in midway inside the Spanish half up the further channel. A heavy touch there though, as Trossard does keep the ball alive. Vanaken looking to dink a ball out, but only finding Baena instead, but a big slide tackle down from Castagna. Still the Spanish look to come with the ball. Lamine Yamal wrestled away from De Kuiper, and it is going to be a free kick for Spain, 15 yards inside of the Belgian half, just off the right edge of the centre circle. And they were looking for a potential offside in the build-up to the Belgian goal. As Cucurella's leg was playing De Ketelaere onside. Into the final minute of the regulation 45 here in Los Angeles. Spain 1, Belgium 1. Fabian Ruiz giving the Spanish the lead on the 30th minute. And 10 minutes later, De Ketelaere finding the net yet again in this tournament on the 40th to bring Belgium level. Jamal plays a ball towards Baena, right edge of the box, keeping the ball well at close feet. Porro with a shot, but high, wide, not at all Hansen from the left-footed Tottenham Hotspur player. As Alex Baena now in deep consultation and conversation with his coaching staff down in the dugout, figuring out what needs to be said and what might need to be addressed. Spain have had the lion's share of the ball, far more shots on the target as well. But as the famous saying goes in football, it's that stat in the top left-hand corner that means the most in games, and that one currently does read 1 apiece, as it's going to be 5 minutes of time added on at the end of the first half. The regulation 3 minutes for the hydration break. So 5 minutes lifted aloft by Ramon Abati to Michael Oliver. Stuart Burton, James Mannering, the assistants on either side for the record breaker in the middle of the field as Dani Olmo looks to lay a ball on, but Michel gets there instead, just clearing the ball away, not taking any chances, and it goes out for a corner for Spain to be taken up the left hand side. So Michel there was just looking for a little bit of support in the form of a conversation with the players around him. He was looking around, why didn't any of you tell me I had more space than I had? The Club Brugge man winning the Belgian title in the season just gone, with a number of those players also alongside him. Hans van Aken, another one, captain of Club Brugge as well. But this is going to be a corner taken by the goalscorer Fabian Ruiz, driven low to the near post. De Bruyne heading the ball away. And the corner to be taken yet again up the right hand side of the field. Lamine Yamal is a nearby option, but the ball played into the near post instead, not quite dealt with whatsoever. De Ketelaere gets there, and it's a shot from Fabian Ruiz, looking for a second, but a big body in the way as De Ketelaere looks to break away himself now, sending a ball upfield, but a wonderful interception from Dani Olmo, now carrying the ball midway inside of the Belgian half, saying a ball out to the left hand side of the field. Just off the area is Alex Baena. Baena turning on a dime, options nearby, Lamine Yamal finding the tricky youngster. A couple of yards from the left corner of the box from Lamine Yamal, turning away on a swivel, short towards Baena. Baena into the box right-footed, but over the head of everybody else, including the goal scorer Fabian Ruiz, and he goes out for a goal kick instead for Belgium. As we are nearly midway through the 5 additional minutes, the Spanish were looking for a potential handball on Raskin, but it quite clearly touches the midriff. As Courtois sending everyone further upfield for this goal kick. Long ball high into the Los Angeles dome sky to find Jeremy Doku, but a heavy touch onwards. It's going to go out for a Spanish throw-in right in front of that Spanish dugout on the near side. 5 yards from the halfway line. As Pedro Porro throws it in towards Dani Olmo, laid off instead Noix the ball, and Dani Olmo coming together, colliding with one another. Michael Oliver ushering the physios on. And the Spanish players are surrounding Michael Oliver, wondering why he hasn't given a free kick, and I don't think they're aware that it was the two Spanish players that came together, both of them going down holding their faces. But of course, with that, you have to then send those players off the field for a minute if the physios are made to come on. So the Spanish players quickly surrounding Michael Oliver, saying, no, don't bring them onto the field, because we're going to be down to 9 men for a minute. And he did usher the physios quickly away, so Spain can have the full complement on the field for the final few minutes of the first half. 1-1 as it stands. Fabian Ruiz giving Spain the lead on the 30th minute before Charles De Ketelaere breaching the back of the Spanish net for the first time in this tournament. 5 games and 40 minutes later, As De Bruyne sends the ball up towards Doku off the left side of the Spanish penalty area, cutting in towards the byline, stepping over in the box. Doku, close control and footwork as we've seen at City all season long, jinking towards the byline again, chipping a ball upfield, but poor ball laid up instead, only ever sailing over the crossbar and out for a goal kick. There was no real valid option for him to find as well. Pedro Porro closely marshalling the tricky winger. Unai Simon now taking a leaf out of Courtois' book and sending everyone long for this goal kick. As we are now 30 seconds away from the 5th minute of added time being hit, but there will surely be an extra 30 seconds or so for the coming together of Oyarzabal and Dani Olmo, and it's going to be a free kick for Belgium midway inside of their own half. Oyarzabal just pushing through the back of Raskin. So this free kick for the Belgians to be taken short as they're trying to see this one out now potentially. Rudy Garcia has been furiously scribbling down in his folded sheet of paper since we hit the 45th minute, and well, there goes the half-time whistle from Michael Oliver. But the scoreline here is currently Spain 1, Belgium 1 in this quarter-final. Fabian Ruiz on the 30th minute giving the Spanish the lead, making the most of the pressure that had been coming. But then De Ketelaere on the 41st minute doing something that no other team had done before in this tournament and beating Unai Simon to bring the Belgians level at 1 apiece, as both sets of teams now go out to the tunnel down to the left-hand corner of the stadium here, this $5 billion futuristic bowl. And so the scoreline at the moment is Spain 1, Belgium 1 in this quarter-final. And we will resume the rest of this live audio service of this quarter-final shortly before the second half begins in just over 10 minutes' time.
Los Angeles Stadium on Friday, July 10th, 2026, 1900 UTC. This match is part of the World Cup. You can check the recent head-to-head encounters as well as full head-to-head record on Nox Sports to see how Spain and Belgium have fared against each other in the past. On Nox Sports, you can follow the Spain versus Belgium live score with a full set of match features, including live updates, every goal, card, substitution, and key moment instantly delivered on Nox Sports. Real-time extensive stats powered by Opta, possession, shots, corners, big chances created, XG, momentum, and shot maps. The lineups are Spain 4-2-3-1, Unai Simon, Pedro Porro, Pau Cubarsí, Aymeric Laporte, Marc Cucurella, Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, Lamine Yamal, Dani Olmo, Alex Baena, Mikel Oyarzabal. Belgium 4-2-3-1, Thibaut Courtois, Timothy Castagne, Nathan Ngoy, Brendan Michel, Maxime de Cuyper, Nicolas Raskin, Yuri Tielemans, Jeremy Doku, Kevin De Bruyne, Leandro Trossard, Charles de Ketelaere. Spain does not have any unavailable players. Unavailable players for Belgium: Zeno de Bast, injury; Amadou Onana, injury. Team form and head-to-head history. Compare recent results and see how Spain and Belgium have performed against each other. The current head-to-head record for the teams are Spain 2 wins, Belgium 0 wins, and 1 draw. Rich radio commentary for major matches to follow the action, even if you can't watch. All of these features make Nox Sports the best way to follow Spain versus Belgium, whether you're checking the scores or diving into detailed stats. Nox Sports also covers every team and competition worldwide, with fixtures, results, and squad info available on team pages. Nox Sports is available on YouTube. Nox Sports TV gives you direct access to the young, active digital generation. Nox Sports TV, the game never stops.
Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end. This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end.
Nox Sports TV! Yeah, from the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox Sports TV! Yeah, from the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. The city is alive tonight. Every dream is burning bright. Flags are flying in the sky. Hear the roar, we're reaching high. Every heartbeat feels the same. Every fan becomes a flame. Side by side we sing as one. Now the journey has begun. Hands up high, let the whole world see. This is where we're meant to be. Feel the energy, feel the sound. We won't stop now. Whoa. We are the champions of tonight. Together we will shine so bright. Sing it loud, let the world believe. This is our destiny. Nox Sports TV. Everybody's Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. Through the rain and through the fire, we keep climbing higher and higher. Every challenge on the way makes us stronger every day. Hear the drums across the land, millions standing hand in hand. One heartbeat, one voice, one dream, stronger than we've ever been. Hands up high, let the whole world see. This is where we're meant to be. Feel the energy, feel the sound. We won't stop now. We are the champions of tonight. Together we will shine so bright. Sing it loud, let the world believe. This is our destiny. Nox Sports TV. From every nation, one celebration. We raise our voices to the sky. No hesitation, pure dedication. Tonight we're reaching for the prize. We are the champions of tonight. Together we will shine so bright. Sing it loud, let the world believe. This is our destiny. Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV. Feel the power, feel the pride. Yeah. The world is watching tonight. Nox Sports TV. Nox Sports TV.
This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end. This is Nox Sports, your home for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep. Nox Sports, the game never end.
Nox Sports TV! Yeah, yeah. From the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Yeah. Let's go!
Porro, Kabasi, Laporta and Correa. In the midfield forward, the captain Rodri alongside goal scorer Fabian Ruiz with Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal and Bain on either side. And then Oyarzabal, lone striker in a similar 4-2-3-1 formation for Rudy Garcia in Belgium with QUATER in goal. Correa looks to get onto a ball long played upfield, but incessant. That there was no foul in the build-up on Trossard, head in hands towards Michael Oliver as the Belgians win themselves a free kick 5 yards outside of their own penalty area. And so for Belgium, a back four of De Kuyper, Michel, Ngoy and Castagna, with the midfield five of Raskin and Van Aken stepping in with Doku, De Bruyne and Trossard. De Bruyne the captain, with Tielemans injured in the warm-up. And De Ketelaere, the goal scorer, the lone striker. Far too many heavy touches there and rolling the ball out for an easy Spanish goal kick. And the Belgians, well, it's going to be interesting to see how Spain react to letting a goal slip beyond them. They were the only side of the tournament that were yet to concede until the 41st minute here in Los Angeles, when De Ketelaere's beautifully placed header from the ball in from Castagna just guided away from Unai Simon's outstretched right arm as Belgium have the ball. Doku midway inside of the Spanish half, laying a ball up. Deflection off the back heel of the Spanish defender. And Unai Simon charges off his line to bundle onto the ball before Kevin De Bruyne could get there. And so a hard, fast start this from both teams, with France, the team, lying in wait next Tuesday evening in Arlington, Texas, at the tournament's biggest stadium. 90,000 seats that one can average in the tournament. This live audio coverage of the quarter-final also available via your live broadcasting local channels and networks. This one, the live audio service. Spain 1, Belgium 1, 2.5 minutes into the second half, and a ball laid up towards Lamine Yamal, 1-on-1 into the box for Courtois with a big foot in front, and up goes the assistant flag on the further side. The Belgians were waiting for the flag to be raised, but Courtois could take no chances whatsoever. It was a wonderful ball linked between the two young Barcelona players, Kabasi and Lamine Yamal. Yamal, looked to have lent into an offside position off of De Kuyper. But Courtois with a big body down in front, just getting in the way of Lamine Yamal. And the two young Barcelona boys, Kabasi 19, Lamine Yamal 18. Shows you the strength in the future of what can be held for this Spanish side that could dominate in the years to come. In this, well, they have won the tournament once, that one in Spain in South Africa in 2010, beating the Netherlands in the final. Many felt it was a long overdue period of how the Spanish have never lifted aloft the famous golden trophy. But there are many feel that they can do that again this summer. But if they are to do that, they have got to get the better of Belgium today, and then of course face the true behemoth that is France, who have not seemed to put a foot wrong in any way, shape or form all tournament long. With the other quarterfinals kicking off tomorrow, Norway, England and Argentina, Switzerland, the winner of those games facing one another next Wednesday. As we are nearing the 50th minute here in Los Angeles, still one apiece between Spain and Belgium. The same scoreline when these two last played each other in 1986 in Mexico. Belgium coming out on top on penalties as Doku charges up the right-hand side, brought down by Laporte and going out for a corner. It's just going to be a corner for Belgium. Doku felt that he should have had a free kick, but Laporte feels that they should have had a goal kick. But the assistant on the nearer side, quick to point the flag right down towards the corner flag, and rightly so as well. VAR is in use to overturn corners, but there would have been no need for VAR to intervene there in any way, shape or form. So it is going to be a corner for Belgium, taking on this nearer side of the field. And it is going to be Kevin De Bruyne to take this, right-footed, the captain, standing in for Tielemans, injured in the warm-up. This to be De Bruyne, right-footed, played in towards the edge of the 6-yard area, but headed away brilliantly. A foul spotted as well by the referee on Alex Baena, and it's going to be a free kick then for Spain, just off their own 6-yard area. Plenty of pulling and shoving. Baena bundled down to the deck there by Raskin. As Spain will lay this free kick short, building up on the back between the two centre-backs, Kabasi and Laporte. Kabasi now with the ball, slow stroll up towards the edge of the centre circle. The Belgians are more than happy to sit back yet again. There were times in the first half where they were so quick to try and put pressure on Spain, but they've reverted to type, sitting back and waiting for them to come onto them, try and hit them on the counter. And that exactly worked for the leveller they found on the 41st minute. Lamine Yamal, left-footed ball across the edge of the box, headed by Baena back towards now Cucurella. Cucurella finds Baena a couple of yards from the left-hand touchline, cutting in 5 yards from the left edge of the box towards Fabian Ruiz, squared towards the captain Rodri, and squared further still towards Porro. Out towards the edge of the area, towards Lamine Yamal on the right-hand side, cutting in from the box, looking to open up space with the left foot, finding Rodri instead, who squares across towards Cucurella. And Cucurella with the ball comfortably back now, the Belgians holding their own in their shape. And it worked perfectly then to try and stop Lamine Yamal, who was always looking to open up a yard or two to get a shot away with that left foot, that wand of his. Lamine Yamal on the ball with that left foot, squared across the D, now towards the goal scorer Fabian Ruiz, who lays the the ball off towards Oyarzabal, who knew very little about it, but shot first time by Lamine Yamal, down from Cucurella, catching a Belgian body last, and it is going to go up for a corner for Spain to be taken up the further side of the field. As Cucurella just broke away there and Lamine Yamal shot at it instead, but Michel getting a big body in front, going out for a corner. And all of the Spanish fans in front of the goal that they are attacking on their feet as Lamine Yamal chips a ball up towards the edge of the 6-yard area, falling out to Dani Olmo, shot from range but high and wide on the volley first time, and going out for a goal kick. Dani Olmo frustrating talkingly to himself as Ferran Torres is receiving a little bit of instruction before seeing the first change of the afternoon for either side. And it also looks like Pedri is being given further instruction as well before coming onto the field. So it looks to be a double substitution of the Barcelona boys, Ferran Torres and Pedri. Still little movement to be seen by Rudy Garcia in the Belgian dugout as Cucurella lays the ball up towards the goal scorer Fabian Ruiz, 15 yards inside of the Belgian half up the left hand side, still with ball at feet, squared into the centre towards the captain Rodri, who plays the ball to the left towards Cucurella, blow into the box but far too aggressive on the outstretched foot of Fabian Ruiz, who couldn't quite get a connection. As Cucurella holds a hand up. The now Real Madrid man started the tournament with Chelsea. Now with Real Madrid, this is the first ever Spanish side to be picked for a major tournament where none of the players have been picked to represent Real Madrid. I'm sure that the fans of Spain's most decorated club, they'll try and claim a little bit of respite, saying they do now have a player represented. And that man Marc Cucurella leaving Chelsea just before the tournament began. With Belgium on the ball, chipping away from Lamine Yamal up the left-hand side. Ball drilled up towards Doku, heavy touch, but just about kept in play by the tricky winger. Back to the captain De Bruyne, 1-2 passes between the Belgians, just finding better connecting passes. The passing was slightly wayward from the Belgians. It almost took them going behind to figure out how to find the connecting passes and work as a unit together to build up field. And they've started doing that a lot more fruitfully as well. As Michel plays a good pass up towards De Bruyne, further up towards the left-hand side of the field. Hub coming in from the left now, Jeremy Doku in towards De Bruyne, 1-2 towards Doku into the box. Caught quite cleared with, shot with venom but wide, and a big chance there from De Kuiper, just latching onto the ball inside of the box with the left foot, but hitting the outside of the side netting. And the changes now are going to be made, and it is going to be Alex Baena to be the first change made. He will be replaced by Ferran Torres. Alex Baena has had a good game as well. It's going to be the goal scorer Fabian Ruiz, who makes his way for Pedri. So the two Barcelona youngsters coming on for Luis de la Fuente. The first changes to be made of the afternoon for either side. And the goal scorer Fabian Ruiz, his goal on the 30th minute, brought those Spanish fans back onto their feet and in belief and hope that their tournament will continue, hopefully on to beyond Tuesday. The final played in New York next Sunday. But the small matter of France awaits in the semi-final as Pedri gets his first touch since coming on, laid up towards the edge of the area to Oyarzabal. But the Belgians clearing away with enough conviction, and Michel and Ngoy have worked superbly as a central back pair, De Kuiper and Castagna as well, marshalling those full-back positions with such intensity. Castagna in particular, his ball played in to find the head of Charles de Ketelaere, giving them the leveller on the 41st minute. As Dani Olmo has the ball, played out towards Cucurella, midway inside of the Belgian half, up the left-hand near side of the field. As Rodri squares in towards Pedri, continuing to find his feet, get those early touches into the game. As Porro lays off towards Lamine Yamal, 10 yards from the right corner of the book. Short towards Pedri. As Pedri laid towards Pedro Porro, crossed across the face of the box, but high and wide, not catching the ball convincingly whatsoever. And going out for a goal kick instead, and we are going to see a couple more Belgian changes being made. It looks like Alex Witsel is getting ready to come onto the field. the elder statesman, the most capped and the longest serving player in this squad, as he looks like he's about to make his 140th cap for Belgium. Finished Belgium reportedly eyeing up his services for next season. All of that kicking off in just over a month's time across Europe and around the world. Spain now with the ball, midway inside of the Belgium half, laid up towards Yamal. Again, looking to utilise that left foot. Wonderful ball in as Courtois dives down to punch the ball away. Trossard gets there ahead of Cucurella, but the Spanish pick up on the ball yet again. The captain Rodri played in towards Dani Olmo, dead centre of the Belgian half. Ball on the foot. Finding Pedri as Pedri squares back instead towards Laporte. 1-2 passes connecting yet again for the Spanish. Always so confident with those short, quick passes to try and unlock stubborn defences that Belgians are proving to be at the moment. As Lamine Yamal yet again on that right side of the box, trying to open up space with that left foot of his. But De Kuyper's marshalling Lamine Yamal excellently at the start of this second half in particular, and that ball laid off towards Jeremy Doku, who looks to drive away himself before Lamine Yamal bundles him down to the deck, just off the centre circle inside of the Belgian half, and it is going to be a free kick for Belgium. As we are now not too far away from the hour mark being reached here in Los Angeles. Spain won, Belgium won. This live audio coverage of the quarter-final, also available via your live local broadcasting channels and networks. And it also looks like Romelu Lukaku, two members of the golden generation, seemingly coming on. As well as Joaquin Seys, it looks like might be coming on to make his first minutes and appearance for Belgium in the tournament this summer. Another member of that successful Club Brugge team, winning the Belgian title at the end of last season as De Ketelaar lays the ball into the box, but Olmo clears away back to Simon, who pumps the ball high in the air and upfield. And straight back instead towards Dani Olmo with that highlighted blonde hair, brilliant dink overhead and heading the ball away, carrying the ball underfoot to the left-hand side of the field, midway inside of the Belgian half. Cucurella a nearby option, as is Pedri and Rodri nearby, but finding Laporte instead. As Laporte laid up towards Pedri, first time towards Cucurella. Cucurella low in towards the box, but Ngoy just clearing the ball away, falling back under himself in doing so. Going out for a Spanish throw-in just in front of their dugout, and we are going to see those three changes now being made. Looks like Leandro Trossard is going to be one of those brought off for Axel Witsel. Massive moment this as well. Axel has just played 1 minute all tournament long, coming off the bench against the USA in that 4-1 victory. Vanaken, another, his number held up, stepping in last minute ahead of Yuri Tielemans and the other De Kuyper, and I'm sure that Lamine Yamal will be thrilled to see De Kuyper leaving. In this second half, he's marshalled the talented youngster with expertise. Joaquin Seys makes his way on for his first minutes in the tournament this summer, as big Romelu Lukaku now comes on to try and show exactly what it is that he can do. Record goal scorer for Belgium, but Lamine Yamal left-footed from the edge of the box, but Courtois punches the ball away. Always looking to open up space and find opportunities with that wand of a left of his. It really is a thing of some utter description and beauty when Lamine Yamal opens up any form of space on the left foot. You know it's going to be a danger zone, but that's played off now. Instead of Spain look to come, but Olmo can't keep the ball alive off the edge of the box, and it goes to Doku, midway inside of his own half, looking to beat and run the ball away from Pedro Porro. Marshalling brilliantly, laid up though instead towards Raskin, left edge of the box. Lukaku in the area, played into the box, dropping down though, and Spain try and pump the ball away. Raskin feels a handball was there. Still the Belgians come. De Bruyne on the turn, but it's low down towards Unai Simon as the Belgian players look towards Michael Oliver, thinking that a handball was built up in the process. And they might have something to shout up there. Laporte heads the ball though straight onto the arm of Rodri, and that was what Michael Oliver was indicating there, waving his arms away from themselves to indicate that play will resume as Ferran Torres gets his first touches since coming onto the field just moments ago. But it's Dani Olmo on the ball, midway inside of the Belgian half, laid up towards Yamal, creeping into the further side of the box, laid up to Oyarzabal, but a big foot from Courtois clearing the ball away, and that one goes out for a Spanish corner. Oyarzabal, such a potent threat up top. Couldn't quite find a chance there, but Lamine Yamal with a cute pass, threading between both Michel and De Bruyne. But Courtois' big leg, that 6'6" frame of his, certainly knows how to cover a lot of ground. It's going to be a Spanish corner, laid short from Yamal, played up now towards Olmo, 10 yards from the left edge of the area. Porro with a 1-2 back towards Olmo, and back further still, Porro teasing the idea of taking a shot from range, but instead playing the ball out to the left-hand side. Is now with the ball underfoot, played out wide, and it's gone up, and it's still the Spanish calm, and they continue to put the pressure on, but Rodri plays the ball out to the left. With Spain on the ball now, played back into comfort, the Belgians dropping that little bit deeper. Pedro Porro squared towards Dani Olmo. Out towards Lamine Yamal, creeping in off that further side of the box. 1-2 with Torres. Lamine Yamal, big foot in the way there though from Raskin, as Raskin pumps the ball upfield, but a big body in the way by the captain Rodri. Still the Spanish look to come. Dani Olmo goes down, and we are going to see a free kick for Spain. Well, the Spanish playing with real intensity now. Looking to try and take advantage before the next hydration break comes. That one just moments away as well, around 5 minutes away from the hydration break coming along. It's currently 1 apiece here between Spain and Belgium in this quarter-final. Yamal, yet again, driving up that further side of the field in towards the box, but a wonderful marshal from the new man on the field, Joachim Seys, getting his first few minutes. Absolutely brilliant as well there from Joachim Seys. Absolute courage to come on when not having any form of minutes under your belt in a tournament to take on one of the world's most fearsome and ferocious players. Lamine Yamal, always looking to drive and take on fullbacks, and that is now the duty of Joachim Seys to come on, 21 years of age. They do feel there's a big future ahead for him. Paris Saint-Germain reportedly highly interested in the services of the young man on the field. But the Spanish are bringing more and more threat towards the Belgian defence, and that's a cross-field ball that Cucurella keeps alive midway inside of the Belgian half off the left-hand touchline. Squared in field towards Pedri. It's Pedri shielded there now by Axel Witsel on the field, looking to utilise the experience of players of that golden generation to show that the shine and the spark has not quite worn off just yet, as Ferran Torres takes a chest down off the edge of the D, keeping the ball alive. Short laid off towards Lamine Yamal, but a big foot in the way there from Ngoy, dispossessing the talented youngster as Jeremy Doku jinks away, fouled in the process, and it's going to be a free kick for Belgium deep inside their own half, as Pedro Porro, still continuing with Michael Oliver that he felt that nothing was there. Pedro Porro just sticks a foot out, catching Jeremy Doku, looking to break away himself. So 2 changes made from the Spanish and 3 by the Belgians. The highly experienced Romelu Lukaku now on the field, looking to play alongside as the lone striker, but Thibaut Courtois has now gone down, as the referee is now looking to wave on the Belgian physio team. Courtois just seems to be going down holding his hip at the moment. This would be a huge loss for Rudy Garcia if they were going to have to lose out on their tall, dominant figure in between the sticks. For Belgium, you've got Sen Lammens for Manchester United is the most viable backup option for Rudy Garcia to come on. Just 2 caps to his name, with 1 clean sheet as well against Liechtenstein, a 7-0 victory. He did feature in a 5-2 friendly win with the USA before the tournament began, but he's yet to play in the World Cup. Mike Penders is the other option off the bench, 6'7", giant of a figure, 20 years old, on the books at Chelsea, as it is now the hydration break being called. So both sets of players now coming along, as Courtois now makes his way over to the team huddle respectively to take on board hydration and instruction, breaking 2 halves into 4 quarters almost this summer. Spain 1, Belgium 1, both those goals coming in the first half. 30th minute from Fabian Ruiz, and then the 41st minute from Charles de Ketelaere. Romelu Lukaku is now on to play as a lone striker. De Ketelaere almost moving out to a right-sided position. He does have some turn of a pace on him as well, De Ketelaere, for a tall figure, 6'4" as well. But Romelu Lukaku, the natural option target man as a lone striker. But for Belgium themselves, well, they are going to be feeling confident. Rudy Garcia did say in the build-up that they will concede a goal against us. It is time to concede at least one. He says, I have Andalusian blood in my veins, but my heart is Belgian. I hope we'll bite into the quarter-final with full teeth. Well, the Belgians so far, they haven't exactly bitten into the quarter-final, but what they've done is they've held Spain and they've frustrated them. Whenever they look to play those cute, short passes in their own third, they found a way to really nullify the attacking threat of Luis de la Fuente's La Rioja. The Red Ones finished comfortably top of their group. Belgium just 1 win to their name, 2 draws as well. They drew their first 2 games. Egypt 1 apiece, and against Iran. They didn't actually score officially their first goal until they beat New Zealand 5-1, an own goal scored in their game against Egypt. So they had to wait till the 3rd game of the tournament for a Belgian to get himself on the score sheet. As play is now going to resume after the hydration break. 1 apiece here between Spain and Belgium. The last time these two met in the quarter-final was in 1986 in Mexico. And that one went all the way to penalties, with the Belgians progressing thanks to the help of their goalkeeper Jean-Marie Pfaff, saving the penalty from Jose Elo, the 2nd penalty of that game, of that shootout. As Belgium now do get us back underway after the hydration break, with Lukaku's first touch heading the ball on for Jeremy Doku to put the pressure under the defender, but far too aggressive through the back, and it's going to go up. It's going to be a free kick, for Spain, deep inside their own half, up the further corner of the field. France 2-0 winners yesterday evening against Morocco. Very subdued Morocco as well. Plenty expecting a good contest there, but the Moroccans subdued and put in their place by a side that truly seemed like the real deal, as they will look to lift the trophy for a 3rd time. Spain will look to do it for a 2nd. The Belgians never once making the final of this tournament. They've made the semi, last making it in 2018, but they've never reached the final of the big one. Cucurella laid back towards Pedri, 10 yards from Belgium's penalty area, as Rodri dinks the ball towards Cucurella, headed back into a dangerous area, but the header far too aggressive from Ferran Torres, headed so far and wide. And it looks like we are going to see a change in goalkeeper for Belgium, and it is going to be Thibaut Courtois. His race is run. He seemed to be holding his hip just moments before the hydration break was brought into play, and it is now going to be Sen Lammens, the goalkeeper for Manchester United, coming on for his first ever minutes in a major tournament for Belgium. Huge occasion for him, just his 3rd cap. He's never once played for Belgium in a major tournament. Signed from Royal Antwerp last season by Manchester United. And many do feel that this is going to be the natural way of things for tournaments to come for Belgium. Sen Lammens, impressive for Manchester United as well in the season just gone. Many feeling that he is one of the reasons why Manchester United did finish in a top 4 place. With the Champions League coming for them next season. So Sen Lammens will be keen to showcase to the world exactly what he can do against a side that wish to showcase the world that they should be on top of it. And he now gets his first touch with a ball laid back by Ngoy. And Lamans' first duty is to play a ball long in towards the Spanish half, but chested down comfortably by Kubasi, played all the way back towards Unai Simon. And so we are now into the final 20 minutes of the regulation 90 here of this quarter-final in Los Angeles. Spain 1, Belgium 1, this live audio coverage. Coverage also available via your local broadcasting networks and stations. As Spain now have the ball midway inside of the Belgian half up the left-hand channel. Porro carries the ball infield with a short pass towards Kubasi. Kubasi on the deck up towards Ferran Torres, 5 yards from the edge of the area, played out towards Lamine Yamal. Jinking away now from Sace with a ball across, but a big interception. Lamine Yamal, face in shirt, going out for a goal kick. De La Fuente stating before the game that we were going to see Lamine Yamal 2.0 in this game. Saying that the best is yet to come. Injury hit end to the season. Not really hit the heights that was expected of him when the tournament began against Cape Verde, that 0-0 draw. Still many considered to be the true shock result of the tournament so far. But growing a lot more confident as the games go on. Spain with the ball on the halfway line on this left-hand side. Cucurella. Back towards the experienced Laporte. As Pedri threads a ball up towards Dani Olmo. Laid up towards the edge of the box, but a heavy touch there from Oyarzabal. Just couldn't get the ball under his spell. Belgium clearing the ball away, taking no chances whatsoever. As Lamine Yamal now has the ball. Hugging that further side, looking to take on Says. Laid off short, in towards the penalty area. Ball for Ferran Torres, but a big interception again there from Michel. Just clearing the ball away. Ferran Torres looking lively since coming on. Spain are trying to wrap this one up within 90 minutes still with the lion's share of possession and of chances. Olmo, edge of the box, carrying the ball to the right side of that area towards Yamal. Snapshot, but a big interception in the way by Sace. His first few minutes as well, so Lamans and Says getting their first few minutes in a quarter-final against Spain. Quite the deep end of a task. As Belgium now have the ball inside of their own penalty area. Michel just dinking a ball out wide towards Castagna, who got the assist for the Belgian leveller, sending a long ball up towards Romelu Lukaku, who raises a hand in the air as the ball bounces overhead towards Kubasi comfortably. As we are now approaching the final 15 minutes of the regulation 90 here in the quarter-final. Oyarzabal though, right edge of the area, carrying the ball towards the byline, shielding away those Belgian players to find a short pass back towards Lamine Yamal. Played towards Porro. Plenty of space for Spain to operate with at the moment as Yamal dinks a ball in towards the box. Olmo looking to keep the ball alive, but Witsel pumps the ball high in the air and away towards the centre circle as Lukaku wrestles with Laporte. As the referee waves play on as well. Laporte was looking for a little bit more, but a slide in from Pedri, can't keep the ball in play. And that one goes out for a Belgian throw-in in front of the Spanish dugout inside their own penalty area. Big Romelu Lukaku, always looking to utilise his physicality whenever he can. As it is they've got shining up on the big screens here, it's a full house, 70,500 fans packed into the $5 billion stadium that is usually host of the LA Rams NFL team. For the Olympic Games, they're saying this is going to be home to the tennis when the Olympics comes here in a couple of years' time, and that's a foul. Axel Witsel just bundling Pedri down 5 yards inside their own half. And so a free kick for Spain that Rodri will definitely look to take short, and does just that, squaring it towards Pedri, who sends a ball up in the air to the right edge of the box towards Lamine Yamal. Yamal looking to take on Says, still with the ball underfoot, back heel cute towards Porro, in towards the box, but a big read of the ball there from Raskin, short towards Doku, who carries the ball up that left-hand side, sending the ball onwards and running away, bursting with pace from Pedri. Doku, wonderful composure and skill yet again from Doku. He's been superb all afternoon long as Raskin is dragged down 15 yards inside of the Spanish half, and it's going to be a free kick for the Belgians. Pedro Porro just pulling on the arm of the Rangers man. And the ball taken short from the Belgians, not looking to play any dangerous balls into the penalty area, something you thought you'd utilise and see, given the height they have at their disposal, the Belgians. Lukaku and De Ketelaere are both 6'3" plus. As well as Brandon Michel, his big tall player, 6'3". Viable height options, definitely on top of Spain in the height statistics are the Belgians. But in terms of the stats in itself, 68% possession to Spain, the lion's share, 14 shots, 5 on target. Just 2 shots on target for Belgium, but one of them finding the back of the net as Yamal plays a ball into the box, but Michel gets there first. Spain looking to come still as Rodri clips a ball up high to the left edge of the box towards Cucurella. Shielded there by De Ketelaere, dropping into that right-sided position in the midfield. Spain now 15 yards from the penalty area. Pedro Porro 1-2 with Yamal. Porro squared in field towards the captain Rodri. On the deck now towards the young Barcelona talent in Pedri, sending the ball out to his fellow young Barcelona talent. They're all over this field for Spain this afternoon and have been all tournament long. As Lamine Yamal looks to open up that space, but Say's wonderful since coming on. He has not given Lamine Yamal much to play with at all by way of space and opportunity. The Club Brugge man working wonders so far since getting his first minutes in the tournament. Spain so far on the ball, the lion's share of possession and chances, but it is currently 1 apiece in the quarter-final as Ferran Torres lays a ball off the edge of the D towards Oyarzabal. 1-2 in the box, the two Barcelona players combining, but a big interception in the way there. Bongoy stopping the ball from finding Lamine Yamal in that further right edge of the penalty area as Doku looks to break away, bundled down underfoot. Pedro Porro furiously slapping the ball away, screaming towards the direction of Michael Oliver. And we are now going to see a change for Spain, and it is going to be the change coming now by way of a wide man in Mikel Oyarzabal making his way off. And he will instead be replaced. It is going to be Nico Williams coming on, who's found minutes hard to come by for Spain this summer. A season riddled with injuries as well. But a skillful, pacey player. Part of that athletic club tradition of players from the Basque region wearing either the famous red and white or the blue and white. Very much from the red and white side of the city. As he comes on in place. And it is going to be Ferran Torres who's going to elect to go up top, so Nico Williams going out wide instead. Ferran Torres playing now as the lone striker. As we are now into the final 10 minutes of the regulation 91 apiece. Nico Williams now with his first touches on the ball. Overstepping towards the byline. Ball across the face of the goal and going out high, wide for a goal kick. Well, and as it stands, this one will be going to extra time. And therefore then could be going towards penalties as well. And dare the Belgians dream of repeating fortunes of 1986 in Belgium. That quarter-final going the way of the Red Devils that day. Whereas Spain will be looking to put that repeat to bed and book their place in a semi-final for what would be a mouth-watering blockbuster in Arlington, Texas next Tuesday against France. And Kevin De Bruyne has now gone down himself, the Belgian captain. He came into the starting lineup. Well, he got the captain's armband very last minute when Yuri Tielemans was forced to not be in the starting lineup with an injury. Vanessa coming on in his place. De Bruyne now is back up to his feet. I think just stretching out maybe a little bit of cramp there. And they're now just waiting to see if De Bruyne is going to need to be treated to by the physio team. But Michael Oliver now happy for play to continue with a throw-in. De Ketelaere will throw back instead towards Laporte. Ball kicked out by the Spanish, so play now resuming into the final 10 minutes of the 90. Can the Belgians find a way past the resilient Spanish? They found it once already, something no other team has done so far this summer. Can they do it again? But here comes Cucurella now, up the left-hand side. Pedri, cute flick towards Nico Williams, under serious pressure from Witsel, but the Spanish working wonders to keep the ball alive under their spell. Rodri, the captain, clipping a ball out to the right edge of the box towards Yamal. Yamal, low-driven ball in field, catching a deflection on a Belgian. And sending the ball up towards Jeremy Doku up the left-hand side, threaded towards Raskin, catching Kubasi late, and it's going to be a free kick taken quickly for Spain as they're trying to get this all done within 90 minutes. Dani Olmo, 15 yards from the edge of the area, played up towards Yamal off that right edge of the box. Yamal squared in field now towards Rodri, who dinks a ball again, crossing everything, the man in the middle, linking the passes out wide, finding Nico Williams, played up to the left edge of the box, but Nico Williams not going to get there, shielded out by Ngoy and Castagna, and that one goes out for a goal kick for the Belgians. So it looks like we're going to see a fifth change made by Rudi Garcia, and it's going to be Saelemaekers coming on, and that might be for Kevin De Bruyne. We will await and see. De Bruyne going down just moments ago, stretching out what looked like a little bit of cramp. As we await to see exactly who Saelemaekers will be coming on for. That will be the fifth and final change of the 90 minutes anyway. Lamens coming on in place of Thibaut Courtois, getting his first minute for Belgium in a major tournament, and just his third cap. The Manchester United man, can he ensure that he can send Belgium through? But that's a wonderful ball laid up to the right edge of the area towards Yamal, but Sey shielding the ball away, going down towards Lamens to gather the ball up comfortably enough, as Lamine Yamal yet again marshalled superbly by Joaquin Seyss, who has been tremendous his first few minutes in the tournament, coming on in place of De Kuyper, and he's been outstanding. And that was a potential opportunity there for Kevin De Bruyne to try and find Unai Simon well off his line, but a big body in the way instead, going out, deflecting for a Belgian throw-in 10 yards inside the Spanish half up the left-hand side of the field. And the change for Saelemaekers yet to be made, as Ngoy has the ball played back towards Lamens. One apiece between Spain and Belgium. This live audio coverage of the quarter-final from Los Angeles. The game also available via your live local broadcasting networks and channels. This the live audio service of the quarter-final. Now the Spanish are growing a little bit more frustrated, almost showing what they were like against Cape Verde in those final few minutes of the 90 minutes, where they were just growing more and more frustrated, giving the ball away cheaply. There was a point towards the end of that game where Cape Verde very nearly got themselves a winner at the death. So the Belgians, they'll be hoping, haven't got something further about them to breach the goal yet again, but bundled down there now is going to be a yellow card for Belgium, and it is now going to go as a foul right in the middle of the park there. Kevin De Bruyne, the one who's going to enter the referee's book, the first Belgian name to do so for the captain. As we are now into the final 5 minutes of the regulation 90, there will of course be at least 3 minutes of time added on, and it is going to be Kevin De Bruyne who makes his way off the field for Saelemaekers, as to be expected, and it's going to be big Romelu Lukaku who comes on to don the captain's armband now in his place. It's technically the third captain that Belgium have had since the squad was announced, or the lineup was announced, should say. So that change will be made, and also another change coming for Spain. It's going to be Dani Olmo being replaced by Mikel Merino, the last minute hero in their round of 16 game against Portugal, and can he find that goal late yet again to book Spain's place in the semi-final? So Mikel Merino, the Arsenal man, on in place of Dani Olmo. That goal in the 91st minute against Portugal, booking their place here in the quarter-final, as Lamine Yamal has the ball played up towards Ferran Torres inside of the box. Marino searching for a ball in the middle, but he can't quite rise highest to get the header as Cucurella plays it short towards Williams, left edge of the area. Castagna standing tallest to him and nearest, as is De Ketelaere. As Rodri plays the ball up to the left side of the box, played towards Porro. Lamine Yamal in the penalty area, but a big interception by way yet again from Seyss. Brilliant from Joaquin Seyss yet again, marshalling anything that Lamine Yamal is trying to test and put upon him. Ball played out now as Spain look to come yet again. So much pressure continuing. Williams low into the box, but cleared away by Raskin. and played out wide as De Ketelaere has now moved into a more central position behind Lukaku, who looks to pressure on the ball back to Unai Simon. De Ketelaere now joining. Saelemaekers coming on in place of Kevin De Bruyne, moving out to the right hand side of the field. As we are minutes away from seeing how much time is going to be lifted by fourth official Ramon Abate, the Brazilian. Spain on the ball, laid up now towards Pedri, bringing the ball midway inside of the Belgium half. He's got an option up the left and finding that option in Cucurella. 5 yards from the left edge of the area, laid back towards the Barcelona boy. As Pedri squares in the middle towards Kabasi. Kabasi from range with the shot low. Lamens with the deflection save. Oh, and it's gone straight to Ferran Torres. To Mikel Merino. And he's done it again. It's Mikel Merino who's charged in to get Spain what looks to be a late winner yet again. Kubasi drilling a ball towards Lamens, who parried the ball straight towards the direction of Mikel Merino, pouncing on the ball in the box. And Mikel Merino, arms out wide towards the Spanish fans, losing everything and ability in the corner of the field. And once again, Mikel Merino, seemingly the hero, late on for Spain. And in the 87th minute, that shot from range from Kabasi, it must have been about 30 yards out. But Lamens just parrying the ball right into the path of the Arsenal man. Similar to what Courtois did for their first goal, as Lamens just scrambled on the floor to get to the ball, but Mikel Merino sharpest to it, sending the ball over the Manchester United goalkeeper and into the back of the Belgian net, where Spain find themselves 2-1 up here in the dying embers of this quarter-final in Los Angeles. And Mikel Merino comes on yet again to do the business and see if he can send Spain further and deeper into this tournament. We are now into the final minute of the regulation 90. Spain 2, Belgium 1, and it is Mikel Merino who is at it yet again, his second goal of the tournament. As Lamens just cuts a frustrated figure inside of his goals, you can sense, looking down at Lamens, that he felt that he should have done better. It was a good shot from range from Kabasi. There was plenty of venom behind the drive of the shot, but it didn't look so troubling that it had to be parried so awkwardly. But it went right down the centre towards Merino, who just guided that ball over the head of Lamens into the back of the net. And Spain now, as it stands, once again finding the lead, and will be facing France in Texas on Tuesday evening. Bastille Day. What a day that will be, unless the Belgians can find another way to breach the seemingly difficult Spanish goal. Gimao takes a heavy touch going out for a throw-in as we are now into added time. And it looks like there's going to be what looks like 7 minutes of time to be added on at the end of this game. And it is going to be 7 minutes for Spain to hold on and book their place in the semi-final, and 7 minutes for Belgium to breach the Spanish goal once again. The only team to score against the Spanish in the tournament so far, but they're going to have to double down their chances and find a way to do just that yet again, as Belgium have a free kick inside of their own half off the centre circle, and Goy coming forward to take it short, squared towards Meshel. Zmesha now has the ball. All of the Belgian players have now pushed further upfield. Complete contrast to the shape that the Belgians had for the entirety of the second half. Say's laid off towards Doku, finding De Ketelaere. Doku, left edge of the area, just bundled down, but giving away a free kick cheaply there. Doku is going to be a free kick for Spain, as the first of the 7 minutes has gone. And the fans that were all clad in red that seem to be the most excitable are now the ones from Spain. The Belgian fans stunned into stillness and silence. They felt they were so close to pushing Spain all the way further. But Mikel Merino stepping up yet again in the dying embers, and seemingly as it stands, finding the winner late on for Spain. But Belgium will look to now break midway inside the Spanish half. Laid up towards Saelemaekers. Simon, he's out of his goal. Towards Lukaku in the box, but a massive interception in the middle of the penalty area from Aymeric Laporte. Fist pump into the sky. So nearly Saelemaekers finding Romelu Lukaku. Unai Simon charging out of his goal. Not entirely sure what he was doing, but he left the goal an open, vacant option if Romelu Lukaku was to be found. But the experience of Aymeric Laporte, thinking otherwise, getting a big foot in front of the Belgian striker. As the Belgians are looking to come again. Doku, midway inside of the Spanish half, dead centre of that half, brought down. It's going to be a free kick right in front of Oliver. And we're also going to see a yellow card being brandished for the hero of just moments ago for Spain in Aymeric Laporte. So Laporte now entering the referee's book, the second Spanish player to do just that. As we are nearing 3 minutes of the 7 played of added time. All of the Belgian players pushing up to the edge of the penalty area. It's going to be Saelemaekers to take this one around 20 yards from the box. All of the players on the left-hand side. Saelemaekers chipped up towards the head of Lukaku, but he can't quite get a connection on it as Spain look to break away themselves, carrying on the counter, sending a ball long, but Saiz quick to get there ahead of Lamine Yamal. He's been a standout player for Belgium since coming on, in particular the young Club Brugge man. No wonder Paris Saint-Germain have got their sights closely locked in on the Club Brugge man. As we are now midway through the 7 minutes of time minimum to be added on. Belgium 2-1 down, Spain retaking the lead on the 87th minute from Mikel Merino, with Merino winning a free kick for Spain up the further side of the field. The Spanish now almost seemingly looking to hold on, with Belgium pushing and committing players further up. Now De Ketelaere and Lukaku playing as a top two. Axel Witsel dropping in behind, though, alongside Doku, with Witsel and Raskin playing further upfield. The Belgians now, it is a case of now or never, as they are facing elimination at the quarter-final stage. Well, Spain, the last time that they got as far as the semi-finals, they ended up lifting the trophy in South Africa in 2010. As they will be looking to hold on to those omens once again, when they are currently, as it stands, taking on France in Arlington, Texas next week. And Axel Witsel puts a big foot in on the captain Rodri, as he too now will enter Michael Oliver's book. That is 17th yellow card of the tournament, the most given by any referee so far from Michael Oliver. He himself, a groundbreaking day for him, his 7th game in the tournament, more than any other English referee. Howard Webb and Arthur Ellis each with 6. Rodri really feeling the catch there from Axel Witsel, the highly experienced man, member of that golden generation. Many feeling that golden generation of 2018, this will be the last we see of them for Belgium. Those names, but that's been cheaply given away by Simon, and a chance for a throw-in now for Belgium up this right-hand side. Thrown towards Saelemaekers, turning away from Nico Williams, short towards Castagna. Good ball laid up now. Played it towards the penalty area. Lukaku looking to get there, but a big interception as Spanish defenders digging deep. Laporte leading the line with his experience and his age, alongside the youth of Kubasi, as Doku wrestles the ball away from Lamine Yamal, as the Belgians look to come yet again in towards the box. Unai Simon gets there, but it's been dropped down. But the referee now spots a foul as Unai Simon wins a free kick. Romelu Lukaku just going in aggressively on the Athletic Club goalkeeper, as we are now 1 minute of added time away from Michael Oliver blowing his whistle, drawing this quarter-final to its conclusion. Spain 2, Belgium 1. This live audio coverage of the quarter-final from Los Angeles. Mikel Merino, seemingly the hero yet again in the dying embers for Spain, as he was against Portugal in the round of 16 game. Belgium so close, but Spain's talent pushing through. Fabian Ruiz giving Spain the lead on the 30th minute before De Ketelaere found the leveller on the 41st. But that goal on the 87th minute from Mikel Merino, so far the one that seems to have made all the difference as Spain now come again. Cucurella, edge of the area, shot from range, but straight down Lamens, who gets up quickly, looking to get this one long. Now it's time for the kitchen sink. Sent long, but straight towards the foot. A wonderful touch and control from Laporte. So much composure. As we are now into the dying second, Spain with the ball inside of the Belgium half, just trying to see this one away, keeping possession alive in those red shirts of Spanish colour. Michael Oliver checking his watch. 10 seconds from the 97th minute being hit. Wonderful run this up this right hand side from Pedro Porro. Low in towards the box but cleared away by Ngoy. All eyes turn to the referee Michael Oliver, and there goes Michael Oliver's whistle. Mikel Merino dropping to his knees on the Los Angeles turf. The man who has made all the difference with that goal on the 87th minute in the quarter final, where it has finished here. Spain 2, Belgium 1. Belgium so close to pushing them all the way. But Spain have set themselves up with a date against France in Arlington, Texas on Bastille Day next week in the semi-final, where they will then now start to plan their preparations, if they dare do so, of New York City on the 19th of July. The other semi-quarterfinals kicking off tomorrow. Norway versus England and Argentina, Switzerland. The winner of those games facing each other next Wednesday. But Spain have walked away here 2-1 winners. Redemption for that quarter-final in 1986, where Belgium progressed against the Spanish then. It is Spain who progressed this time though here in the beating sun of the futuristic stadium in Los Angeles. Spain 2, Belgium 1. Spain progress and plan accordingly now for France next week. Thank you all so very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this live audio service, and we look forward to welcoming you to yet another one for the two quarterfinals tomorrow between Norway and England and Switzerland and Argentina. Thank you all so very much for listening, and I hope you all have a very pleasant weekend ahead. Thank you very much.
Nox Sports TV! Yeah, from the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox Sports TV! Yeah, from the streets to the stadium lights. Everybody stand up! Let's go! Nox
for football energy, match talk, updates, reactions, and big game moments. From kickoff passion to final whistle drama, Nox Sports brings you the excitement, the analysis, and the sports vibe every fan deserves. Subscribe now to Nox Sports on YouTube. Nox Sports, where the game lives and the fans never sleep.
Every shore, we come to seek what came before. The brave first touch, the golden chance, the